Yeah, I'm actually going to do today's talking head video from here at this time of day. Just simply because I had everything all set up because I was making a couple other tests. And unfortunately, I'm using a Rode Video Go mic that is a really decent mic, but it has one little quirk to it. That whenever there's a Wi-Fi signal nearby, too close or whatever, you get this weird little clicking sound throughout the video. So anytime I set this up with that Rode mic, I've got to shut off my internet, my Wi-Fi router. So since I had everything turned off just to see how it was going to work, I decided to just make today's talking head video. I was taking a break from doing some other stuff anyhow, so it seemed like a good time. Part of what I was doing and why I had that all set up is I got some new toys. That the video mic is a typical mic, that it's got a connector that goes to digital cameras, that it's got the TRRS connector, and I needed to get a TRRS connector to go to the cell phone, or an adapter for it, so I got one of them from Rode as well. And I haven't tried that out on my cell phone, but I got that because I have a Zhiyun Smooth Q that I will do a review on here sometime in the near future, because I actually have the Smooth C as well. The Smooth Q does a couple of things different than the Smooth C does that I actually kind of like. You can do a selfie mode with this while you're doing it, so you can do like blog entries while you're walking down the street or whatever. And the Smooth C you can't. The other advantage, and I'm going to really need to get a close-up with the phone in here, so I'll have to remember to figure out some way to do that while I'm doing the interview, or doing the review, that you can actually adjust where the phone sits up and down in this, so that when it hits the motor on the side, you can drop the phone down and still leave access to the mic plug. So that way you can use an external mic. And like I said, I've got the Video Go mic that it's an inexpensive little shotgun mic to do that with. The other thing I got today is this bracket that attaches to the bottom that allows you to put on, that it's got two cold shoe mounts on it, so you can put mic and lights, mic, whatever, pair of mics for stereo, however you want to set it up. And it just screws into the bottom, and it's got a standard 1/4-20 adapter. I did a video on the Note 8 that I have. That this actually sets in here pretty well. Well, let me start from scratch. I'm certain once when I start doing this a little bit more frequently, it'll get a little bit easier to do that. That this is what I was talking about by because that's the other thing you need to do that I didn't. The Note 8's a fairly heavy phone. There we go. That's a lot better. This is actually kind of cool. It does some decent videos, and it will help it hold it. And this is what I mean by this. You can actually move, you can adjust in its cradle where it sets in the, because on the Smooth C it doesn't, it only has that one adjustment, and you can't get an accessory plug in there. Whereas this one, because you can move it up and down, you can. So I can use the video mic with this. It'll be interesting to see. More toys. But I guess I did learn the lesson that I need to adjust that every time before I turn it on. So I got to find out something new during this. I'm starting to go out and do a little bit more video and stuff with this. Yesterday, one of the people I do some video work for, one of the clubs that the past president called up and asked me to add more on and do some other stuff and just grab pictures from YouTube or from Facebook and just do the slideshow that way. And I'm not terribly happy about that. I'm trying to explain to her and help her understand it. Pictures you get off of Facebook, kind of crummy to do that with. I did grab some. It's looking okay, acceptable. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. But that's due on Sunday, so that's going to be some work. But I can actually continue the video that I'd made a little bit earlier and just add on to it and save it as a new video. So I'm hoping that's going to work, because that's going to save me quite a bit of time doing that. And my big thing is we've got a vacation coming up in April, well, basically the month of May, that we're going back to the Philippines. And right now, because of the back issue that I made comment about, I can barely walk down the block. So the 3 different doctors that I've seen for it have all said the only thing you can do for it is lose weight and get core strength, and accept that there's not going to be some extreme things you're going to do, but you should be able to do most daily activities. I'm hoping they're not looking at being able to walk a mile as being extreme, because right now I can't walk 100 yards. That I tore a disc in the lumbar region, sacral region or something like that, at the base of your spine. And after a very short time of physical activity, your leg starts going numb, and then if you continue, you start getting some horrible hip and leg pain out of it. So, like I say, for me to walk 100 yards at a brisk clip, not happening. I can meander around for a store for a half an hour or so before I need to sit down, but it's just doing that, taking a few steps and stopping, taking a few steps and stopping, that it's not any kind of productive walking. Yeah, I've never really noticed it. I don't make continual eye contact with somebody, especially when I'm supposed to be doing stuff like this. So that's something I'm going to have to work on a little bit better, is making sure that I can continue my focus on the camera and on the end of this. And that's a lot of what this blog is for, is just to help me learn how to make a little bit better videos and figure out a way to do it. So this is getting practice in a way that it's happening every day. It's kind of forcing me to do this every day. And it's also letting me see and review this stuff before I post it up there and seeing where I can get better. And it's also giving me a lot of practice at figuring out how to get better and what I need to do and what works for me and making sure all this stuff happens. So that's enough of my rambling for the day.